welcome back to another video. I'm Purple Gaming here, and today I'm playing some more Bloons Adventure on Tower Defense. So today, we are doing the Crystal / Gem Challenge, so that should be pretty cool. I picked it because, well, the name's very weird, Pep Butts Lab. I have no idea who Pep is, but okay. But it is a giant crystal in it, so I figured why not do crystals? So, funnily enough, not that surprisingly, I guess, the only characters with crystals on them are Ice King, PB, and Warrior PB, because they all have crowns, and crowns have gemstones in them, so yay! These are the builds for the characters. I'm not going to go over all of them. Warrior PB, then we have normal PB, and then we have the Ice King. So, I only chose Damage Ring as opposed to the other rings, because they're technically all gems, because Damage Ring feels like the most fleshed out actual gemstone. Cosmic Gauntlet, there's definitely some diamonds and stuff in there. We have Crystal Apple, Crystal Mountains of Destruction, Gemma the Gemstone, Baker Shard is clearly a crystal or something. I also gave Ice King his arrow because I felt like it. There's no real reason there. Same sort of thing for the, what's it called? Gemma the Gemstone, it sort of got crystal there. Sorry, I mixed up the name. It's good enough though, and same thing with the power meter. It has that like bits of shards and guru meter. I guess the meters just have crystals in them. Anyways, those are our builds. We're going to be doing an extreme mode. One step closer with the second last map towards getting our final Vampire King. So, let's get into it. This might be a bit of a shorter video because I don't have a ton of time right now. I'm a little busy. So if this is a bit of a shorter video, I'm sorry, I guess. We should still be able to beat the challenge. It shouldn't be too bad. Also, the weapons have crystals. I didn't mention that. PB's is the Ball Ambassador simply because she didn't really have a weapon that uses crystals. I forgot this weapon shoots a tornado. It's pretty powerful compared to his other attacks. He didn't even look like a normal projectile. He's just shooting a tornado. Oh, this is gonna take so long. My first tower was an anti-staller. Really? That sucks. One thing to consider is that PB is actually the only tower with camera detection. So, actually no, Ice King does too. But PB's the only tower with lead popping power then. I think. So that's interesting. That means we sort of need to get PB up pretty darn quick. So I'm going to go for our super intelligence straight away. Actually, there's a lot of crystals in this map. Never mind. So I guess that's Peb in the top right over here. My dude over here with the weird orange necklace thing and what looks almost like a finger coming out of his nose. Or, yeah, coming out of his nose. Definitely an interesting place. Can you place towers on the crystal? You can't. That's disappointing. Obviously it acts as like a projectile wall, which is disappointing. I bought the wrong upgrade. That was pretty dumb. Hopefully they're on camo balloons too early, because then we will not afford super intelligence. There are camo balloons, but we're popping them. How? We shouldn't have camo detection. But we are most certainly Does the tornado one give camo detection? No, it's PB popping them. I'm so confused. I don't think PB should have camo detection. Doesn't she not have base camo detection until you get super intelligence? Or is it literally just as soon as you get an upgrade for her? I don't know. We have super intelligence now, not important, but I didn't know that. I thought she only got camo detection after you bought like the specific upgrade for her. Guess I was wrong. Let's go for Warrior PB now, complete the trio. I really do find this funny. This is identical to the Royal Trio, just very different trinkets and weapons. Still pretty cool. We're actually using the Amazingly Epic Sword, which has been a while since I used to use it a lot because it was, I think, my first Epic Sword and one of my first Epics overall. But obviously I had a couple more epics when I started making videos on this game, so not quite when we started, but still interesting. Fast attack speed, then your ability turns it into a shark. Slower attack speed, but big damage buff. Overall, probably worse to use the ability in 90% of cases, but I think it also gives lead popping power during the ability, or like all balloon popping, so it's a little bit better, but still not all that great, so that's interesting. I think what I'll try to do is just get everyone their basic popping power before we go for anything all that weird. Is it the laser beam from like the crystal thing, like Gem of the Gemstone-esque thing? I don't know, maybe. Anyways, I'm gonna upgrade Ice King, so give him some camo protection stuff because I want him to be able to pop the balloons. Man, that tornado really is interesting. It's not strong because it doesn't have any damage, and the wand itself only gives pierce, considering it's an epic wand, but the knockback's really good. But I suppose you don't really need knockback, because in most cases, non-mode class balloons are pretty much a joke. At least once you get to the end game-ish. But I suppose since Ice King is a support tower, this one actually suits him pretty well. you don't necessarily want to go damage for them. But then again, some people give it Thought Cannon wand then for farming. But in a non-farming circumstance, this might actually be a pretty good wand for Ice King. That's kind of cool. I didn't really think about that. But yeah. I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to beat this. These are 3 decent to mediocre towers. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. And we have pretty good trinkets on them. Obviously not a huge variety, I guess, of trinkets. I was trying to think of the right word there. I guess variety. But I mean, they still have some powerful ones. A lot of anti-mob stuff, so we'll probably be good. Like, between Crystal Mountains of Destruction and Future Crystal, which they both have, because they're both crystals, that takes off 30% of every single mode class balloon that we see, since we don't see any bads in extreme mode. So that's kind of crazy if you think about it. But yeah, that's definitely interesting. Okay, do I want to keep upgrading Ice King? I think I will. Part of me is like, oh no, save for PB, but then I want to upgrade Ice King. I think I'm going to get Arrow or Frozen Rain, or Arrows of Frozen Rain, and then I will go for Warrior PB's upgrades. I think that makes the most sense, all things considered. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. Hope you're having fun. I know I say this a lot, but I do like to say it. I don't know, sometimes it might not make that big of a difference, but I find in general, if someone says, like, ask you about your day, well, normally you think about it and sometimes you're like, yeah, it's not that great. But in most cases, being asked about your day improves your day, I think. I think that's a thing. I think I've heard that somewhere, that being asked about your day makes your day better. I don't know if that's true. I feel like that's a thing. Or I'm completely making it up, but I don't know. It doesn't matter, does it? Because saying it maybe makes your day better. I have no idea. I'm going to stop with that weird, I guess, reverse psychology stuff, because I don't understand it, and it could be entirely false. So, probably makes the most sense just not do it. Also, one thing I just realized about Warrior PB is that for the longest time, I didn't realize that to summon the, like, Gumball Guard, she raises her sword in the air instead of blowing the horn. I thought it was always the horn. That was really interesting to me. I didn't really expect that. Doing pretty good so far, but we do have a lot of stalling between Ice King and stuff. So I am interested to see the Mora Bloon next round, because we might do really well. Okay, we did well there, but I think that was mostly because of the solid work of, the Crystal Apple and, like, stalling and stuff. But PB does have her epic weapon, like, her strongest weapon, because there wasn't really anything with crystals, and the Gumball Blaster, the green balls, you could argue that maybe they're crystals. They're probably gumballs, but maybe they're crystals. So she's doing a pretty absurd amount of damage, but overall, we're doing pretty strong, like, we're not weak. But I definitely wouldn't mind having some solid abilities here before we go against BFBs and ZMGs, because, well, that base damage wasn't great, so I'd rather have a little bit of extra damage. I was gonna say it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either, but then I just said wasn't great straight away, so whatever. I really do like this map, though. It's really nice to see all the crystals and potions. I guess it's a laboratory for, once again, this weird dude named Peb. Seems like a pretty accurate name for him now that I see him. There was something else I was thinking. But yeah, it's a very cool place. There's like weird houses outside. I don't know the story about this place, so if you're a Bloons Adventure Time fan, like I'm sure many of you are, and I know many of you are, feel free to give me the story. You're usually pretty good about that whenever I'm like, hey, I have no idea who this character is. Explain their story to me. Like when I did a like ally challenge and I found out about like the Scorcher, that he's like a hitman, like an assassin. That was pretty interesting. I didn't know that, so that was kind of cool. Okay, can I get Soda Mint so I can upgrade the other 2 towers again? Part of me just wants to go for Warrior PB now, so we can actually at least have the, like, regular attacks of everyone. You know what, maybe let's not go for Soda Mint straight away. It's a little boring. Let's go for the base upgrades. I feel like that's better overall. Let's get Winter Weather. We have 8 more rounds to make money. We'll be okay, money-wise, maybe. Probably not. I think I'll go Big Freeze, then I'll probably go for Soda Mints. Or do I go for PB's ability next? I don't know. I also don't know if Big Freeze works well with Crystal Apple, if it's a glitch there. Because I know Marceline cancels out the, like, Ice King's effect, so I don't know if Crystal Apple does the same thing. Hard to say for sure, but it's definitely possible. Man, we're stalling that BFB so much. See, like, look at this. This is a fortified BFB. It's gonna be a fortified ZMG. That was kind of close. So, I wouldn't mind getting some stronger DPS. Maybe I do save for AK. I'm going to save for Soda Mints because I don't want to lose. And Soda Mints is a pretty surefire way to make sure you don't lose. So I think I'm going to hold off just a little bit because I'm a little nervous about this. But yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're going to be okay. Though we still need $4,000 more and we only have 2 rounds to earn it now. because it's about to be 58. We have 2 rounds starting nearly 4K. Can we do that? I hope so, because if we can't, then we're in a little bit of a bad situation in terms of popping the ZMG. We're not making enough money. I'm very scared now. At this rate, I'll be lucky if I get Gumball. Like, I guess I could get Big Freeze as a backup, but I'd much rather have the OP ability that just wrecks everything, rather than have to wait for something else. That would be better. But I don't think we're making them. Actually, no, there's like BFBs here. The BFBs give like $400 to $500 each. That's a pretty big deal. I don't know if it'll be enough, but it's a pretty big deal. 5,700, we might have enough. I'm gonna turn off auto start like I always do. I need to make sure I turn it back on after I start the round, because it always bothers me when I start a challenge and I have auto start turned off. It's kind of annoying, but what can you do? Oh, well, that was quick. So yeah, no ability, no special ability here, but what we can do is get Big Freeze, and I guess that's kind of it. We don't really have anything else to go for. So, let's hope for the best. I mean, we're probably okay. I guess I'll use this ability straight away since she's outside of the range of PB right now. It really doesn't compare to Soda Mints at all, but it's still not like a useless ability. It's just not nearly as strong, and still, overall, we're doing pretty good DPS. Also, can I just point out that his Ice King's ability is being replaced with the Crystal Apple animation? I'm not quite sure why that is. I think it's because he's the one with the Crystal Apple. I think that's the reasoning behind it. Yeah, no, that's definitely not worth it, using that ability for Warrior PB, but whatever, I suppose it's too late now. We're not gonna beat this, are we? Thoroughly prepared to drop, like, a Psy in the background. I don't know how strong Psy is right now, but I'm prepared to do it if need be. There's BFBs here, there's BFBs here. Oh, it's only Marbs now. We got this. Oh, well, that was wonderful. That was clutch, but we still did it. That's the perfect end to a challenge. That was really wonderful, though, overall. That worked really well. 3 more bananas. I do quickly want to check the progress towards all level 7 characters, because I know we're getting really close for the level 7 premiums, which I'm still super excited for. They should be coming pretty soon. I know yesterday's video, I'm recording it the day before. For me tomorrow, but for you yesterday, the Coherent Kingdom update came out, so this video is delayed. It's recorded extra early for that. It really is nice when they give me a heads up when those updates are, so I can just be like, oh, okay. I just gotta plan my schedule a bit better. That's okay. That's an A-okay thing. But yeah, I do kind of want to see, what did I want to see? I want to see the level 7 premium characters. It sounds really exciting. They sound like they're going to be pretty cool. I'm a little nervous about Hunter Marceline. She doesn't sound quite as cool, but still. Let's take a look. Also, quick reminder, I guess, you still have 5 days left to do the Halloween event if you're not done yet. Try to rush in. You get some really crazy loot there, including a Moab, so I definitely try to do it. Even if you don't think you can finish, keep trying, because if you get lucky enough for that Moab, you'll be able to do it. But yeah, so if we check in on the premiums, Tuxedo Jake, 29, then we have 65 Cosmic Essence, which is 10 more. So we need an extra 21, 31 for Jake. Not too bad, but not great. Especially, like, look at Dungeon Finn, he's 22 away. And Hunter Marceline is a little more. Hunter Marceline is 27 away. So 22, 27, and 32. But obviously, Tuxedo Jake, Cosmic Essence goes toward him as well. It's kind of surprising he hasn't taken the lead yet. I would have expected him to be first. I know he was like 50 behind when we started, but still. If he's getting all the Cosmic Essence, I figured it would make a bigger difference, but maybe not. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you had a wonderful day. Actually, you know what? I'll take one last look over the characters' trinkets, I guess, because I sometimes like to do that if we have a bit more time at the end. So just going over everything quickly, we have unimaginably amazing sword, 40% attack speed, shark ability thing. As I said, increases damage. Overall, it's not worth it if you have a stronger build. We got Baker Shard. We have Damage Ring. We got the Future Crystal. The Cosmic Gauntlet. Cosmic Gauntlets. I always forget that it's this. Power Meter, which is useless for rangers because it gives them range, but for melee, plus 2 damage, pretty nice. And then Gem of the Gemstone, which actually is super useful for your PB. Makes 20% more, it makes more enemy spawn, and I believe, yeah, an extra 20% attack speed to her. So that's pretty great. That's actually a really powerful combo. For PB, we have, as I was saying earlier, the Ball Blam Burglar Burr. I said Ball Blam Blaster because I don't like to say Burglar Burr, and I didn't remember that. Increases blast radius by 20%, not that useful. Mostly it's the big damage buffs and pierce buffs, which are pretty useful there, plus 4, plus 6, as well as plus 1 per 4-star, which is an extra, oh, only 1, I thought it was 2. Still massive damage buff there. We got powering of damage, plus we have Carl the Gem, see that's what it was, which also gives +3 damage because PB is nearby. Warrior PB counts for this with Gem of the Gemstone, so that's an extra 3 damage. Big deal. We have Cosmic Gauntlet for 10% reduced cooldowns plus 15% attack speed. Gugu Mama Meter, which gives an extra 3 damage, so if you add all that up, she ends up with like a good 10-12 damage, which is kind of crazy. Plus another Baker Shard for increased attack speed. Finally, we got Ice King, who, as I said, he has the Wizard Wand, increases Pierce, but mostly it's the Whirlwind attack that's helpful. We have the Arrow of Ice, +4 range, +1 damage to Frozen Bloons, and most importantly, unlocks his Arrows of Frozen Rain upgrade. I think that's what it's called. We got the Powering of Damage for +1 damage. Cosmic Gauntlets, 50% attack speed, 10% ability cooldown. Crystal Apple, 30% chance to encase mobs in Crystal on hit. They can't move for 10 seconds or until they've taken 400 damage. You'd think I'd have memorized these things by now. Crystal Mortars of Destruction, 10% chance, or no. Will one-shot more plus Bloons with less than 10% health. They still spawn children. Carl the Gem, same thing as earlier, 20% attack speed if equipped to PB, but it's not. So it just gives +3 damage since Warrior PB is nearby with Carl the Gem. Or Gemstone rather. We got Baker Shard finally with 50% attack speed. That was a lot of reading very quickly, but yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks all for watching. If you're still here, consider giving the video a like and subscribing to join the Purple Elephant Squad. I really appreciate it. It's really nice. Leave a comment if you have any challenge ideas. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!